Welcome to this keyboard tutorial for the song 1000 Names by Phil Wickham and Curran. I'm going to be demonstrating the piano parts for both of their versions, although we'll spend most of the time on the piano version of Curran because that is the more demanding and more intricate. I will be making a separate tutorial for the synthesizer or auxiliary keys parts. Let's listen to the piano part for Phil Wickham's versions first.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4. Intro.
Here's that main melodic riff. And there's a bass line under it. Let's listen to the intro for the Curran version. It's pitched up an octave and has harmonies associated with it.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4. Intro.
This is a clever part.
Intro, all in. Intro. Verse 1, softly.
Curran's version has many more moving parts, and that riff is different slightly, although it will play a riff similar to Phil Wickham's later on in the song. But it's got two moving parts, actually three moving parts. Here's this upper one. And there's this inner voice. And if we play the part together, there's actually some full chords. Notice those suspended chords. And then the bass line is here, but there's this sustained B. And in the synthesizer versions, we're going to use that note to put in some chords and other things, but it's... And here it is sort of all together. For the piano on the verse in Phil Wickham's version, it's almost exactly like the intro, except now he's just adding some notes in here that will play at the same time as that riff melody. The piano for Curran's version is exactly as the intro. The first half of the chorus is exactly like verse 1 on Phil Wickham's version. Once you get beyond that, There is a change with a walk-up bass going from the B flat to the C minor seventh, and then either a D minor or a B flat over D. But basically it starts out as the verse. Then on the walk up, it goes to octaves. Up to the G. For the chorus on Sean Curran's version, the right hand is exactly as the verse. The left hand, again, has that walk-up bass line in the middle. So we have the pattern, repeats, then the walk-up. So that part on the walk-up again with the right hand. And then there's a turnaround for each of the songs that is like the verses in the intro. I said that the turnaround was the same as the verses and intro. That's not 100% accurate. On Phil's version, he drops the melody so that the pattern is just with the B flat. And the turnaround is twice as long. On the second verse, Phil Wickham's version starts out the same as verse 1, although as he gets further through it, he adds a harmony. So it's starting out with that. Then that repeats. Where the harmony comes in, it's here. And then again. Verse 2 for Sean Curran's version has the piano sitting out until he gets to that last line. My soul was made, yeah, to be free, oh. And that's the standard part. Chorus 2 is essentially the same with some non-significant variations in hitting a few extra of the same notes in both Sean Curran's and Phil Wickham's version. It then goes into an interlude, which Sean Curran's version actually parallels Phil Wickham's a little more. Phil Wickham's version has the melody with the double octaves. Slightly different pattern though. Sean Curran does that, but he does it with full chords. So both hands together. The bridges are different between Phil Wickham's version and Sean Curran's version. Let's listen to Phil Wickham first. Have that note up there. These octaves. Just to walk up, octaves B flat. There's going to be a pattern in the right hand here.
Bridge 2. Drums in.
It's this. Slight variation. More of the
Slowly
same.
build. Bridge 3. Build.
Pattern, but doubling it, a little variation in the rhythm.
Chorus 2. Hits.
Sean Curran's version of the bridges are different. They have these low chords here for the walk up. Let's listen to that.
Bridge 1. Breakdown.
Hear those low chords.
Drums in. Slowly build. Bridge 2. Build.
Same chords, just more rhythm.
Build.
And bridge 3 has a completely different pattern from the Phil Wickham version.
Bridge 3. Build. Hits. Build. Chorus 3. Hits.
So for bridge 3, the Phil Wickham version was this thing. And Sean Curran was a different walk-up. Phil Wickham's version of the song ends with a final all-in chorus and then 2 interludes, and the piano parts are as the chorus before and the interlude before. The outro is very much like the intro with a minimal variation. Just as he gets to the second time, he doesn't play the full pattern, so he's got that. Something very close to that. The ending of the song in Sean Curran's version uses half of chorus 1 for the all-in chorus, and they call it chorus 3 on the tracks. It's a similar pattern, except instead of this, we've got octaves, and the right hand is doing these sort of power chords. And then instead of going into the post-chorus, it goes into a standard chorus 2. The only difference being is that the right hand is playing the chords similar to the interlude. So, and again, the bass is in octaves. And the outro is that. The only difference being is that we have the melody that's similar to Phil Wickham's opening riff. So. There's that high F. So there you have both Phil Wickham's piano parts and Sean Curran's piano parts. I have a bias towards the latter arrangement of the song, but they're both great. If you've enjoyed this tutorial or found it helpful for learning these songs, please hit the like button, give it a thumbs up, and ring the bell to subscribe so that you'll be notified of my next video. Thank you very much for watching.